In just a few days, Winchester, starring Helen Mirren, arrives in theaters. The Oscar-winning actress plays an elusive heiress who spends the majority of her life surrounded by ghosts. Dread Central has been given unprecedented access to what's been called the house that ghosts built. The subject is Sarah Winchester, heiress to the Winchester rifle fortune. The location, a sprawling mansion in San Jose, California, still stands. While the Winchester Mystery House, as it's now known, sees visitors almost every day, we're conducting our investigation after hours, at night. One of the most intriguing aspects of the film, and definitely one of its biggest hooks, is that it's based on a true story. Our goal? To determine if the estate deserves its reputation as one of the most haunted locations in America. We've assembled some of the country's most prominent paranormal investigators and mediums, and they'll employ a variety of techniques, all in an effort to detect the supernatural forces long rumored to roam these halls. Most importantly, we'll be joined by an on-site historian, an expert on the life of Sarah Winchester, who'll be able to immediately validate or contradict any potential messages from beyond the grave.
There is a lot of energy imprints, mostly things from the past. And the image that came to me was the shoe of the child she lost, the baby. I also picked up daisies, the flower daisies. I don't know how that's connected at all.
Her niece, Marion, her favorite niece, her nickname was Daisy. And daisies appear all over the house. It seems to have been a favorite flower.
And I also picked up pacing in her bedroom, pacing around like in a circle. I felt it's almost like the sitting room next to the real pretty living room area. I think she was feeling tormented, as in like she had suicidal thoughts or wished she could die, but she didn't actually do it.
For today, I saw like snapshots in time, and so then I get to drawing them. I have to draw them to get them out of my head. I've been drawing upstairs, and this the best drawings that I will get and do are the ones that I don't really remember doing, because I just feel guided by the spirit. We went into the seance room and I started getting flashes of Sarah sitting there, and she had a lot of fear-based Ouija sessions. And she would reach out to her family, but she definitely wanted to reach out to her husband. And I saw him visiting her there. But she also would imagine, whether imagined or real, many other spirits that would come and that she would be talking to. Many other entities back here that are kind of in shadow represent the many faces, the cowboys and the people that were really destroyed. And a lot of her sessions were filled with fear. They weren't, calm and wonderful and all of that. They were very fear-based.
It's kind of a lot of emotional, like overwhelming. Kept hearing a child cry, or like a little girl, up in that attic area. Where I kept hitting my head. Kept seeing a shadow person up, they were about his shoulder, up to my cousin's shoulder. Just like a figure, like you see the outline, but it's like you can't see through them, but you know they're there. But I did see a woman. There was a woman standing in the window, and she kind of startled me. I didn't want to enter the room. This house is really emotional. There's a lot of. I felt like that woman. I kind of broke down when I was trying to leave the room. I couldn't. I started to cry. He had to keep telling me to try to focus and try to walk away. It's very emotional.
What I've done is a combination of Polaroid and 35mm film, and I have new stock. It's a combination of old stock and new stock. What I'm doing is basically thinking about the area, the person that might, the history, and trying to, get a glimpse or a snapshot of that energy or that, historical relevance. So, yes, and kind of thinking about that and when I take the shot, just, kind of mind's eye in that sense. This film, it's pretty flat. If it was just, shot in the dark, it would all be just, neutral. So we shouldn't get those type of, I have to examine each photograph a little carefully, but just looking at some,
I can tell you one thing for certain is that they're creepy.
Yeah.
We're calling out to the spirits of the Winchester Mystery House. We would like to invite you to join us tonight for this spirit board communication. Tim here is sensory deprived so that he can more easily see, hear, or channel what you would like to show him. You're allowed to use his energy. Who is affecting Tim right now? Can you tell us your name, please?
E. D. Q.
I kind of jittery, like my hands just feel numb. I don't know, is it really cold in here? I just felt that she was contemplating suicide. And the next thing I saw was a child or something like that, there's like a black carriage, I don't know.
What does it really mean to be haunted? It doesn't always refer to a ghostly visitation. We can be haunted by rage or memories from the past that overwhelm us. Sarah Winchester was haunted by sadness and guilt. Now that I've been here, it's easy for me to understand why people who visit the Winchester Mystery House are profoundly affected. If the Winchester Mansion can be seen as a window into Sarah's psyche, a look into her tortured soul, then the house, objectively, is haunted.